What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh. I'm sorry I'm late. I have a splitting headache. Wasn't gonna call the stream by any means, but I don't know, man. It just came out of absolutely nowhere. Made me feel like sick to my stomach. But give Meg, girlfriend, a big shout out. She went and picked me up Advil. I feel like I'm good to go. I feel okay. So I am very sorry for making you guys wait like that. But if you're wondering why, that is why. So yeah, very sorry. But we're here. Game's just get underway in about 7 minutes. Josh took his Advil. We are laughing now. So again, guys, I am really sorry about making you guys wait like that. But I needed something because my head was just killing me. But we're here. We're ready to go. Let's just get right into it. And we'll talk about our starting 11. Because we don't have much time because I was late. So sorry about that. Boss Bridge is here. He was here on Twitch as well. How you doing, my man? We got Imposter Snape, who's very excited about his Wolfsburg team. But he says that the boys are going to win today. You got to like that. I was wishing for Brandt to start, and I think that Brandt can also play out of his form like Sancho did. Very true, very true. So here's the starting 11, at least in the way I see it. I think it's going to be in the 4-2-3-1. Obviously a different formation than what we have been playing. Hits is in goal. Murai, right back, right decision. So excited to see him starting again at right back. I thought maybe Meunier would get it. But that's not the case. Chan and Hummels, for the same reason why I said Zagadou wasn't going to start, is just they're the most informed, the ones with the most minutes. It makes the most sense to go with them. I know Zagadou would have been maybe nice to get him starting. I said either the Hertha or the Cologne game, so don't be surprised if Zagadou does get a start in the Cologne game. Left back Schultz, I mean, he's playing okay. There's nothing wrong with the way that Schultz has been playing. Guerrero's still out, and it's really our only other option, so I'm happy with that. Dahoud and Bellingham. An interesting partnership. Makes me a little bit nervous without Delaney in that three-man midfield. That's where I think we'll be the most vulnerable. But both of them are in excellent form. This is going to be a game where we're going to need a lot of the ball. Without having Delaney in there, we have to have a lot of the ball. Otherwise, it's going to be, it's going to be a little challenging because I just think Delaney calms that midfield more. He's the most defensive person there along with the other two, but that leaves a very attacking front four. I think Brandt will probably play out on the left. I mean, they'll all be relatively interchangeable, but Brandt will probably be on the left, Hazard on the right because of his crossing abilities, Royce through the middle, and Haaland up front. That is how we are starting today, where Hertha's got a 3-4-1-2 looking formation going on, which will be a pretty defensive if you ask me. Thoughts about BVB not getting European football? It would be catastrophic, but there's a huge opportunity for us to pick up European football. I mean, if we win today and Leipzig win on the week or tomorrow, then we are within one, man. And then you there, man? Yeah, sorry guys, I did make you wait. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I just got a headache, man. I just needed a little something. But we're here. We're ready to go. Roman's here. He says 4-1 for Dortmund. Absolutely. Juan says, hi, Josh. We won 3-1 today. Yes, Bayern looked like they had a relatively comfortable outing at their game this morning. Good luck with your head. I know. Turn it down a little bit. Right. Oh, am I screaming in your face? Is that better? I'm just too excited. But thank you for the good luck with the head. I'm gonna need a lot of water to try to balance this headache out. It just, you stare at screens a lot. And I was rocking FIFA this morning, which some of you guys may have known, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But the head was just killing. But I got the water in, so hopefully we'll be okay to go. Hey, Bay. Agents is here, my man. How you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Well, that's good to know. Roman says he likes the lineup. I don't mind the lineup, man. It just makes me a little bit nervous when Delaney's not in, if I'm being completely honest, just because of the way that Bellingham and Dahoud will set up. They're just a little bit more attacking, a little more box-to-box than anything else. So either way, man, it's an attacking formation, which means hopefully we'll have a lot of the ball. Boss Bridge says 3-1. That was my prediction. That was Stefan's prediction today as well. A lot of people are saying 3-1. So if the scoreline is 3-1, a good chunk of people can say that they call it. Someone says 5-0 for BBB. We thrashed them. 5-0 for, yeah, I don't know if any of you guys caught the Wolfsburg game this morning. Obviously, Imposter Snape did. They absolutely ran Schalke over. Very, very, very painful for any Schalke fans out there, man. Best of luck to you. Thank you, Imposter Snape. I appreciate it. Where's Berkey? Not starting. Don't be surprised if Berkey doesn't start another game for the rest of the season. Ace is here. Ace, man, how you doing? Long time. Didn't we have Dahoud and Bellingham versus Sevilla? We did, but he was accompanied by Delaney. There's nothing wrong with having Dahoud and... Am I going the right way? Is it this way? Okay. We're adjusting the volume. Producer T says it sounds like I'm screaming at you guys. More? More? How's this? Okay, let me know if the volume sounds okay. Producer T was a little nervous, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with Dahoud and Delaney, man. I think they work very well in a three-man midfield with a more defensive attribute there of Thomas Delaney. But again, if we have a lot of the ball, they're gonna be very important today. All my favorite players in the lineup. Who are your favorite players, guy? Wolfsburg won 5-0. BVB will win 2. Serious Collector says 4-1. Considering the last score was 5-1, and considering the last game was 5-1, and Haaland had 4 goals, I'm expecting a interesting little game today. Won't be able to watch the stream. See you at halftime. All right, Luca, we will see you soon. Juan says good luck today. A little love from a Bayern supporter. Is Berkey injured? No, he's not. He's not our starter. Hitz is our starting goalkeeper for the rest of the season. 4-1 for Dortmund, says Beast Hunter. I meant the first game when Delaney was out due to the baby. Oh, yes, you are correct, actually, yes. But they still had a 3-man midfield. They still had the 3-man midfield even without Delaney. Dahoud is my fave. You got that right, man. But this is a huge game, guys. Absolutely, absolutely huge game. We have to win today. There's no other result, and we got to pray that Leipzig can take some big points off of Frankfurt, man, and it puts us within 1. But it all starts with a game like today. It has to be done. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, there's another storyline that we might want to touch on a little bit, and Imposter Snape literally just asked it. It said, what do you think about Rosa? Is he been bad recently? Do you think he will be good in BVB? Guys, if you guys are following the way that Gladbach is playing, it is awful. It is awful, man. It's not a good look for anyone. I don't want to see Rosa get sacked. I don't want to see Gladbach miss out on European football just because they're a good enough team to be a European club, but it's been a train wreck. It's been an absolute train wreck since the announcement happened, and Gladbach are struggling, man. And it wouldn't surprise me if they decide to pull the plug on Marco Rosa, which I think will be a bad look. I hope that doesn't happen, but if you look at Gladbach record, it is awful, man. Absolutely, absolutely awful. But the game is underway. We are good to go, and I'm excited to watch the boys, man. Even with a headache, like I said, the thought of watching the game, chilling with you guys, cheering on the boys, it gets you through the headache, and hopefully we'll get a big result. Oh. Okay, I gotta refresh. Producer T pulled out the headphones and I lost the game. Hertha Berlin does not play Cunha. Yeah, that's not the best looking, I guess, 11 that Hertha could have gone with. It's still a relatively strong one for their standards, but all in all, I'm excited. So let's see how the boys get on today. Alex says, let's go. Let's go, Alex. Let's go. It's going to be a game where I think we're going to have a lot of possession. Somebody super chatted us earlier. Do you remember what it said?
Yes, I'll read it to you.
Okay. Someone super chatted us, so I can't see it in here in the comments, but I will read it out because thank you so much for the donation.
It's a love for BVB in your channel from India. It's 2 a.m. here.
Alright, that's a beautiful, beautiful super chat. Someone said that love for BVB and our channel, JJD TV, and they said love from India. It's 2 o'clock in the morning there. So thank you so much for the donation, my man. Really appreciate it. Obviously, You guys have been killing it with the super chats of lately, and if Nigel's here, Nigel dropped 20-something bucks last watch along, because he won a bet, which was awesome. So we definitely appreciate the support on the channel, and yeah, much love from you guys over in India. You guys are always, like I say, every time we have our Indian viewers here, kudos, man, because like being up for 2 in the morning like that, cheering on your boys, that's what dedication, that's what the beautiful thing of football is all about. What do you think will win? Who will win the Serie A? Inter, definitely Inter, and that's who I want to win. I would want anyone pretty much except for Juve to win, just because they win it, just kind of like Bayern, they win it every year. I like the way Inter plays. They picked up Hakimi, absolute geniuses. Why wouldn't you want to pick up Hakimi? And their Antonio Conte's team is just flying at the moment, so that's who I want to see win. My Serie A club is Napoli, but they're not gonna challenge in my opinion, so it's Inter. And honestly, Juve's not tricky. I don't know. Who do you guys think is gonna win Serie A? For the big leagues around the world, I think City's gonna win the Premier League, obviously. Bayern probably gonna win Bundesliga, but Leipzig is right there. But it's probably gonna be Bayern in the end. Let's be honest. Inter for Serie A, just given the way that they're playing, their form, some of the key standout players that they have. Who else am I thinking? La Liga, I think Atletico is gonna see it through, and I desperately hope that they will. You guys know I'm an Atletico fan in La Liga. And then I don't know with Liga, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, man. But I'm gonna say probably PSG. I mean, come on. I would love to see Lille see it through. Jonathan David, young Canadian, is on that team. You guys know that. But the Liga is showing that it's competitive, which is I think pretty cool for that league, considering that PSG just dominated it. Today, Mumbai City wins the Indian Super League. Well, a big shout out to them. I honestly did not know that. I haven't been following the league that much, but congrats. I don't know if they were the favorites. I don't know much about the Indian Super League. Just the fact that Alano played there when it first started up, and I'm pretty sure his team won it all. Do you know Lautaro Martinez? Yes, I am familiar with Lautaro, and he is on fire. Him and Lukaku have created a wonderful, wonderful partnership up front. But we are getting close to 2,000 subscribers, guys. We are here on the channel, and we could potentially do it today. So if we have the pace of the Sevilla game, we may. It still is a little bit of a stretch to see if we can reach 2K today, but if we do, that's fantastic. So thanks to everyone who is in the chat, who's supporting us. And if you want to subscribe if you're new, that helps. But if you want to just give a like on the video, helps as well with the YouTube algorithm, and hopefully find some more people to get us closer to 2K. But the boys there, oh, little deflection there by Royce. It looks like it's out for a throw. How you doing? I joined now. Good, my man. How are you doing today? Where are you guys watching from? Leave a little comment there, letting me know where you guys are watching from today. Daniel says that Sancho's 92 on FIFA. Does he have a 92 card on FIFA?
Do I?
No, does Sancho? Is that what the new What If card was?
Yeah, it's going though. I think.
It's going. Maybe that's part of the What If they win, it'll go up.
I don't know what the scenario is.
AC Milan might win. Yeah, Milan's doing all right this year. I just think they're a little too inconsistent, to be honest. Which is why I think Inter's just got a little more depth up front, a little more players who've been there, done that. I mean, Perisic just came off a Champions League win. Lukaku is a serial goal scorer. We know that. Lautaro as well. I just think they'll do it. Hey, how are you, bro? From Indonesia. I support BVB. Let's win 2-0. Welcome, my man, from Indonesia. Very, very cool place. My one buddy, I believe, went backpacking through there when he went to Asia. But we got a few people from India and Canada as well. Our boy Roman, he's relatively close to me from where we actually live in Canada, so that's very cool. Ireland, Bosbridge. I did not know actually you're from Ireland. I think you have mentioned it, but I think I forgot. Schultz just got absolutely sat down though. Do you think Dortmund is capable of winning the UEFA Champions League? I think that I think there's a shot. I wouldn't say that they're favorites, and probably every tie going forward, unless they draw Porto, they won't be favorites in. But the crazy thing with the Champions League is anything can happen. Porto showed that to you. So yes, I do think that there's a chance that they can win, but they'll have to be perfect on the day every single game going here on out in the Champions League. It's just how it is. But it's a wild, wild competition. It's why it's so beautiful. Schultz took that. Oh, it was a relatively good little set piece there. Where in Canada are you guys from? We are near Woodstock, Ontario. So I don't know if any of you guys know that. Roman might, considering he's only about an hour and a bit away from where we live. But that's where we are in Canada, my man. Agents is from Canada, which we knew as well. We have someone from Iraq here, which is very cool. I don't know if he's the first time here on the channel or not, but that's very cool. Forza Inter, Josh. Is Inter your squad? But yeah, I mean, I'd be happy if Inter won Serie A, man. Just as long as Juve don't. Just they've won it too many times. Just like we've talked about here on the channel. I would rather Leipzig win Bundesliga than obviously our little rivals there, Bayern. I'm in the Ottawa Arena. So Mark, I don't know if you knew this, but I am an Ottawa Senators fan. Big Ottawa Senators fan. And I watched most of the games this season, and a lot of the times I've been clicking off after the first period. Because that's just how this season's been going. But yes, you do support Inter, that makes sense. Well, I hope your boys find a little bit of success this season. I don't know, picking up Hakimi I think was a genius signing. But Hertha's on the counter there. It's a big game for Brandt though, guys. He's been very quiet. It looks like he's playing centrally. Him and Royce are going to be very interchangeable, as they always are when they play together. Hazard looks to be going down the left. Brandt and Royce will be taking turns on the right and through the middle. Anyone buying Haaland trading cards? I personally am not, but I mean, if you are, Mark seems to be the guy. I had Bell full season tickets. Well, I am very jealous. Very, very jealous. Yusuf is here, my man. Yusuf, how you doing? A channel member here on the channel. Big shout out to him for the support he shows. Yusuf, what's your prediction for today, my man? And drop a like on the chat or on the channel or on the stream if you haven't already. Helps me out. And let's see what the boys can do here. Cranked a couple Advils and starting to help a little bit. But I'm very pumped that Mariah and DeHooter have been starting the way that they have. Like it's incredible seeing the way that the season goes. I don't know if any of you guys out there remember when I did a video talking about different transfers, who was gonna leave the club, who wasn't, and I said DeHoot at one point. I said this. I can probably find the video. I said DeHoot is 100% leaving this club. I said he's got a 100% chance. Well, I didn't say that. I said he had a 98% chance of leaving the club, and I said Sancho has a 90.
You said 100.
100 for Sancho?
No, for DeHoot.
Okay, I
said he had no future at this club.
So there, producer T just said, Josh, you said at one point, 100% DeHoot is leaving this club because he's got no future. And it's just crazy how football can change. Oh, Marco! You gotta bury that guy. He needs a goal. He hasn't scored in... I honestly can't remember the last time Royce scored, but I mean his finishing has been off. That has got to go in the back of the net. Tough. It was tough. It was tough. But yeah, it's amazing to see the way that football can change. And oh, Royce, gotta put that in the back of the net. But yeah, I'm so happy for DeHoot and Marai as well. Everybody's been screaming for a new right back, and I said we will not be signing one because Meunier's got too high wages. Plus we have young Marai there, and you never know what's gonna happen with him. Well, it's turned out that he's been turning into a very talented young right back. DeHoot has found his legs. So, past Josh, I mean, I never wanted DeHoot to leave, but I did at one point say he had a 100% chance of leaving because I didn't think anyone fancied him going forward. So he shut a lot of people up, and it's amazing to see because these two are two hugely important players. But Yusuf says 4-2 for Dortmund. and he said he's got to go to work. So, Yusuf, we will keep you posted if you are able to pop in and out of the chat if you are at work. But enjoy work, my man. Thanks for the support on the channel, and let's hopefully the boys can pick up a big victory here. That's a very poor ball out. Fouls Hazard. That's got to be a foul. Ref says no. Damn. Royce's last goal was a pen. Yeah, man, he's been in very poor goal scoring form. It's not all about his game. Obviously, of late, I mean, he's been very involved, influential with setting up the plays. He's assisting a lot more, but he's gotta put some in the back of the net soon. And hopefully, it's in a game like this. That should have been a goal. There's no excuses at that range. He needs to be able to side foot that in, but he is a little goal shy right now. So hopefully, today is the day. What's wrong with Royce's finishing? I think it's just in his head, man. If I'm being completely honest, I think he's got it in his head a little bit. He's a little bit goal shy. That's the perfect word to say it. He's missed a couple pens. He's missed a couple huge, glorious chances this season, and he just missed another big one today. I think he just needed to get that one, whether it be a tap in, a dirty goal, something like that. Get on the score sheet, and then maybe his form can turn around in front of goal. But that was an ugly miss. There's no denying that. Royce will tell you himself. He should have hit it. Should have hit with a side volley. Came off his shin. But we do have a lot of possession, and you could tell from the way that we were setting up today. It's not a huge surprise. Hazard finds Schultz. Schultz, see the delivery? It's a good block. It's a good block. Dortmund need to sign Isaac. I'm a big fan of him, man, but he won't come unless Haaland leaves. There's no way he's going to leave Sociedad and come back here to play a backup position. It's just how it is. So, I mean, if Haaland moves on, and the only way I see that happening if we don't get European football next season, and Haaland takes off, maybe we bring him back for 30 mil, and he's our new starting striker. But here's Hazard's whipped in ball. Oh. Here's Dahoud. Nicely done, Schultz. Take your time. Nice touch. That's a foul. 100%. Josh, do you think we need a good back attacking midfielder? Josh, do you think we need a good back attacking midfielder? I don't know what you mean by back attacking midfielder. If you're talking about do we need another attacking midfielder, no. We have Royce, we have Brandt, we have Gio. We absolutely don't need another attacking midfielder. I don't even think we really need another midfielder. I think if anything, the positions we need to look for is goalkeeping, which we're looking at Jankowski, who I would love to see. We've been looking at Szczesny too, and I'm not a fan. I want someone younger. I think Szczesny will cost too much. He's a good keeper. He's just not really who I would personally target. Also, we're targeting Milenkovic, who I am definitely interested in as center back. If Imposter Snape's still here, we're targeting obviously the young Wolfsburg center back. I'd take either one of those guys. Mullen up front, and then other than that, like Depay's been rumored, but I don't see him being a perfect little signing just due to the fact that he plays centrally. But it's going to be a fun offseason, man. I'm so looking forward to covering, the Euros, as well as all the transfers, because I can promise you, man, we're going to be linked with a lot of different players in and out of the club. That's a tough foul on Royce. That's got to be that's a tough foul. He drew it. Let's see if Royce can get going off a little dead ball here. Royce always looks for Haaland, never takes a shot. Well, he's the assist king, but yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Where can I watch live? I'm watching on Sportsnet World or One here in Canada, guys, so I don't know where you can watch it live across the world. So I guess Dortmund and Bayern are the only two Bundesliga teams representing the league. Leipzig ruined it a lot. Yeah, but, I mean, they were beaten pretty cleanly by Liverpool, who is they're in awful form, but they are a good squad, so, I mean, at least we got 2 in the final 8 in the Champions League. You can't complain too much about that, if I'm being completely honest. But guys, if you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. We're getting dangerously close to 2K. I have a feeling if I can challenge you guys to like this video, help the algorithm out, we can maybe get to 2K on this stream. Let's see if we can top it off with a Marco Reus goal right here. Let's see what we can do, man. They've got a body under the wall, so Royce is definitely going to be going over. Oh! Rings the bar. It was a good effort. It was a good hit. That was a good try. It was a good try, man. I think it would have been close. It was down a little bit more. I think it would have to be a little bit more to the goalie's left if it was going to creep in. There are rumors that if Haaland leaves, we will sign his cousin. Again, though, his cousin is way too young to be able to replace him. I don't think he's going to be one for the now. I think if Haaland does leave, which I don't think he will, but if we don't get Champions League football, that could be a case. He stated a lot that he wakes up to the morning to Champions League, the Champions League anthem, man. All he wants to do is play Champions League football, so we need to get top 4 for him. Kind of looked like he might have hit off the defender's hand there. I don't know. I think Royce, Hummels, and Haaland should be rested. I think the Cologne game will be a big one. But I agree. I just don't think Terzic trusts anybody else. I'm being completely honest, man. I mean, personally, I think that Zagadou could come in against Cologne, partnered up with Chan, give Hummels a break. I like that. Royce could be rested for Brandt. If they play the Christmas tree formation. Nice move. Look at Jude, man. He's on good form. They could rest Royce, have Brandt and Hazard as our center attacking mids. But there's no one right now, man, who can replace Haaland. There's not. Terzic doesn't trust anyone. We need these points. It's not like this Hertha game can be taken lightly. It's not like the game against Cologne can be taken lightly. And when we don't have a goal scorer like Haaland playing, we put ourselves in a lot of trouble. So I don't see Haaland getting rested, if I'm going to be completely honest. Josh, will you take Liverpool as a quarterfinal opponents? Yes. If I'm going in order, I would take Porto first, obviously, then Liverpool, and then probably Chelsea. I'm not promising anything, but I am going to try to wake up for the draw. It's next Friday morning. It's at like 6 in the morning my time. I will try to go watch it live with you guys, but I'm not promising anything. If you guys like the video right now, if you can get it over 40 likes, I will wake up and do it. A 75% promise. Dortmund needs to sign Lunin. Inter eyeing them. I don't know, man. I haven't seen a lot of Lunin because I mean he's been loaned out. He's been at the backup keeper for Madrid, but for the most part, I don't know. There's a couple names, but Jankovski just seems like the perfect keeper, man. And he's being rumored at 15 million euros. That is a steal for a young keeper who will be basically between the sticks for the honestly the next 5, 6, 7 years, man. If we can figure it out. So 15 mil for a keeper of his quality is a huge deal for me, and I think that we should absolutely do it. What do you think about Berkey being dropped? Is it justified? He has a lot in his game. Well, you guys will know this. You guys will definitely know this, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've never been a big Berkey fan. I love his personality. I love what he brings to the team that way. He's a good keeper, but for my liking, get a little chance there by Haaland. But for my liking, guys, he was never good enough, and I don't want to, like I said, I want to put him, like, I don't mean to criticize him or kick him when he's down, but ever since he came to this team, I thought he was too inconsistent for my liking. He'd have games where he was sensational, and then he'd have games where he's very poor, and he's just, for a squad like Dortmund, we need a bit of a better keeper in between the sticks. So I love him because of his personality. I love watching that documentary with him. He's such a personality. He's a good guy. So I feel bad talking about that, but he's never been my keeper that I've wanted to see going forward. So yes, I think Berkey being dropped is justified because I don't think he's good enough, and I don't think he's been good enough. That's an awful clearance though by I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Royce. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think about Berkey. If you think it's justified, I do. I think Hitz will play every game from now to the end of the season, unless he obviously gets injured. Only watching for my Sancho upgrade and also Guendouzi. Welcome, my man. FIFA 452. Well, if you're sticking around, man, you might as well, drop a like, drop a sub. I'd appreciate it. We're closing in on 2K. Today's got to be the day. We're under 50 subs away from 2,000. So if you guys are able to drop a like on the video and subscribe, and let me know if you're a new subscriber around here. I'd love to hear where you guys are watching from, and if you're Dortmund fans. We got a FIFA player here who's just keeping an eye. He wants that upgrade, and that's totally fine. Guendouzi's card looks pretty nice too, but we want that Sancho one. But we did just pick up a yellow card. 22 minutes in the game. It is Schultz. It was a rash challenge. I think Porto is more dangerous than the Chelsea and Real team. Porto is underrated, as always. They are, man, but I don't know. Just for me, I'd rather still take them. But maybe Liverpool. Liverpool's 2 would be fun. I already have, mate. Keep it up. Appreciate it, my guy. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'm going to guess England. I don't know if that's right, but I'm just going to guess England. I'm going to leave it out there for you. Josh, you think you can beat Liverpool even though they are not really in form? And again, man, it's a different animal, the Champions League. So Liverpool's been awful recently in the league, but they had a good outing against Leipzig, 2 good games. So I'd want to match up with them mostly because it's a reunion with Klopp. They are on pretty poor form. They're back. Whew, a big chance there for Hertha. Their back line is a bit shaky, so I think that we do have a realistic chance of maybe even getting through, but it's all about the storyline, man, and taking on Klopp again after Liverpool had an awful outing against us, and we had an awful outing, I guess, against them in the Europa League. I was very annoyed with that loss, so I'd like a little bit of revenge. I hope Royce can score today. I do too, man. He missed an absolute sitter, though, already early in this game, which was annoying. But yeah, our new sub here, FIFA, is from England. I like it. I like it. I don't know why, I just had a feeling. He's here to watch Sancho. He wants the Sancho card to upgrade. Makes sense, maybe he's English. From the UK. We are dominating possession early on in this game. That's a poor ball by Dahoud, though. As I say that, we give the ball away. Yeah, him or yeah, I don't know, man. For me, this number 1 center back I'd like to target is Milinkovic from Fiorentina, man. I think he's got something about him. Like I've said, I've been watching him for a while now. I felt like Napoli was like the for sure team for him. He never made that move. I think he'd fit in here at Dortmund really well, and he can be joined by his goalkeeper Jankowski. If Haaland only goes this summer, who do you think can afford him? So I was very confident that Haaland wasn't leaving, just because I feel like if there is one big star to leave, it's going to be Sancho. But Haaland is breaking records left, right, and center in the Champions League. He has stated that he wants to only ever play in the Champions League. So if Dortmund don't qualify, I mean, it kind of goes against exactly what he was just talking about. So the number 1 chance there is of him leaving is if we don't get top 4, which if we get top 4, I think he stays. But hypothetically, because I do think he will be here next season, but hypothetically, if he does leave, I don't know. The teams that I think can afford him would be... let me think about this. Look at Jude go. So I'll rule out Barcelona right away. There's a lot of rumors about talking about Barcelona making Haaland their new guy. They can't afford him. They have such a shit show going on there with wages and players and people who are on a lot of money like Coutinho and Griezmann who aren't doing anything. They have Messi's wages they got to figure out. They cannot afford Erling Haaland. They really can't. Madrid can. I think Madrid would be an option for Haaland. I think that Chelsea, United, and Liverpool will all be sniffing, but I still don't think they can afford him. I think probably only in my opinion, there's 2. I think there's who I'll put second, Real Madrid, but I think, in all honesty, if and when Haaland leaves Dortmund, it'll be to City. City have the money, 100%. They have the need. Aguero's leaving. They don't trust Gabriel Jesus. He could potentially leave as well. And, of course, his father played there, so there's that connection as well. So that's my opinion on him, but like I said, I don't see him leaving yet. If they sell Messi, they might be able to. I still don't think so, man, because A, they're not going to sell Messi. Messi's able to leave for free. His contract allows him to leave for free at the end of the season, so they will not receive any money for him. They will clear a lot of wages up, but they will lose a lot when Messi leaves. It hurts the club's brand. There's all kinds of things. The things that I'm worried about is just stupid contracts, like the Haaland, or sorry, not the Haaland. Haaland would be a great contract, but the Coutinho and the Griezmann contracts, in the Dembele contracts, are just rough. So much wages burnt in players who aren't performing. So in my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I really don't see them being able to afford him. I think closer. Yeah, Benfica's keeper has been linked to us, which is weird because he hasn't been playing a lot of football lately, but he is German and Greek. He's played for Stuttgart. Over the decades, we are one of the best attacking teams in the world. Do you think if our defense was perfect over the years, we would have won a lot more titles? Yeah, obviously. I mean, our attack's always been fun to watch. There's no denying that. Our defense has been relatively poor. Relatively poor, man. It really has. So, but I'm hoping this summer we address some of those defensive issues. I hope Rosa can tighten things up at the back. I hope we go in for some signings, get some much needed coverage, especially in that center back position. And hopefully this team can get turned around a little bit. Haaland rejected Chelsea. He said they're not a huge club. I think, in my opinion, I mean, it makes sense. His dad played for City. I think that's his Premier League club. And the only other club I would see seeing targeting him and affording him would be Madrid. Thoughts on... I think he's a great manager, man. He won a World Cup. Didier Deschamps. So, yeah, I'm a fan of him. He did some good things at club level. He did some good things at international level. I don't see Haaland going to Madrid. If he goes to Spain, I honestly think that's the only team that can afford him. But that's just my opinion. I really think the most realistic option is City. For affording his wages, for giving him Champions League football, giving him a challenge for titles. His dad's got the connection there. It is, in all honesty, the thing that makes the most sense. But I do think he's very happy here at Dortmund. And as long as Dortmund can qualify for the Champions League, man, we have a good shot at keeping him. If Dortmund knocks out Liverpool, that would be crazy. Hope they do, actually, because Liverpool think that they can win the CL this season. And I don't know why, considering their form, man. It's been hard to see. I still love Klopp. Man, but I don't know. I think he looks tired and he looks kind of strung out over at Liverpool. And I think that depending on how the rest of the season go, he may be out of a job soon. 30 minutes in, we haven't had too good of a look on goal besides Royce's, but who should replace Jurgen Löw? The U21 coach, I think, is the #1 candidate right now. Rangnick took a job at Schalke, which is hilarious. I can't believe he took that job. Kudos to him for wanting to take on a FIFA 21 career mode. But, and then I don't think Klopp will go. I don't think Nagelsmann. I don't think Flick. So I think it'll be a promotion within, in my opinion. We're playing so bad. We're not playing, like, awful. We haven't... Like, we've had a ton of the ball, which is good. Especially given our shape. We have to have a ton of the ball. I don't think that we'll do overly well on counters. But there hasn't been a lot of good movement, and there hasn't been a lot of good looks. There's been a lot of just pretty much playing with the ball. We see a lot of it. We do need to take a look for Haaland. Alex says, why don't we focus on keeping Haaland for the most of his career? Why would be huge for our club and would bring in other players to our club. It's a part of football, man. Nice ball, hit it. Brant. It's an interesting thing, man. The concept of the beautiful game, and just in all honesty, doesn't matter. I mean, we had teams. We were in the Champions League final with one of the most lethal attacks in the world, and Lewandowski still chose to leave for free. Götze still chose to leave. It's a part of the way footballers are. I can almost promise you Haaland will not play the majority of his career here. There's nothing more that we'd want to do than to keep him, man. But in all honesty, the money's gonna come in eventually, and he'll be kind of pushed on. But I think that Dortmund are making good strides over the last few seasons of showing that they are a team that competes, the team that signs good talent, the team that can hold on. They held on to Sancho. They could potentially hold on to Haaland for a few more years. Only time will tell, man. Yo, Josh, do you cheer for the DFB? If Canada played Germany, surely you would cheer for Canada. Well, as you guys know, like, I'm Canadian, so yes, I cheer for Team Canada when they play. However, Germany is my European club. They are my biggest European background. I've cheered for the German national team as long as I can remember. Pretty much since 2009 when like I said, I started following football really and watching it. I fell in love with Götze. And, oh, Jude! Oh! That's a good look. That was a good cutback. But honestly, man, I don't know. I think I'd probably cheer for Germany because it'd be humiliating if Germany lost to Canada, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not that attached, to be completely honest. That's a good save. To the Canadian national team. I will always cheer for them, especially in CONCACAF. I'd want them to beat the States. I'd want them to beat Mexico. But the thing is, I can't even remember the last time the Canadian national team played. And which is why we'll never charge. I don't remember the last time they had a friendly. I don't remember the last squad they put out. They don't take it as seriously in our country, which makes me, I don't know, just not really that interested in it. But I think with the World Cup being hosted between the States, Mexico, and Canada in 2026, on top of the fact that Alphonso Davies just won a Champions League, Jonathan David's coming up, I think the country will embrace soccer. I say soccer because that's what it's called here, a little bit more. But like I said, in total honesty, I can't remember the last time we even played a game. So, yeah, that's my opinion. Wait, Canada have a chance of being in South American Cup, right? I don't know exactly what you mean. No, I mean they're North American, so they play in the Gold Cup, the CONCACAF Cup. They are hosting the World Cup in 2026. I don't know what you mean by South American. Sometimes the Copa America, because there's only 10 teams in South America, they invite 2 guests, usually Qatar, Japan, Australia, and then they round it out. So the Copa America is played with 12. So I don't know if there's rumors that Canada would join that tournament, but I would love to see that. I would love to see the Canadian national team be like, hey, we'll be a guest at the Copa America, and we'll get to see them play some beautiful countries, but I don't think that'll ever happen. Dortmund is a bigger club than Spurs, Man City, PSG, and to be honest, we have more titles and also the Champions League. The club, only larger than BVB's financial-wise, we have accomplished more. Oh, I agree. I 100% agree. But finances run this game, which is why, like I said, Haaland won't play his entire career with Dortmund. That's why Royce is so special, man. But I agree. We're a more historic club. I mean, especially Man City, man. Man City, PSG, all these money-rich clubs don't have like the history, and that's something that the German game has more than other leagues around the world. The 50+1 rule is a very beloved rule, and it's when you go against it, man, it's tough to see. So that's why you see a little bit of hate coming towards Hoffenheim and Leipzig. But there's a player down for Hertha. I don't know what happened there. It looked like maybe an elbow. Got a super chat though from Jimmy. Appreciate the donation, my man. Second one today. Really appreciate it. Gives a $4.99 donation and says, "Imagine Canada versus US." Well, we are good buddies with Tactical Manager. So any of you US fans out there, he's a buddy of mine who started his YouTube channel around the same time we started ours. His was focused around a few different things, but really found a beautiful calling around following US men's national team. He does an excellent job covering the team. He keeps encouraging me to follow the Canadian team a little bit more, and I will. We are doing a watch-along on the Canadian versus Bermuda game on March 25th. So if any of you guys are interested in that, you can join us here in the channel. We can actually take a look at the team, and we're also interviewing TSN anchor and Canadian men's assistant coach Stephen Cadwell. So I'm going to ask him questions about the Canada's team and what their team looks like. Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David. I'm really looking forward to that interview. But yeah, man, I think it'd be pretty cool seeing when Canada does eventually face the States. I already promised Filippo I will come over to Tactical Manager and do a watch along on their channel. He's got huge viewings when he does watch alongs for American games, so I wouldn't make him come on our channel to do it. It would be cool, but there's a lot of accounts out there that do watch-alongs on the U.S. men's national team, so I know Filippo's one of the best ones out there, so I would absolutely love to join him when he does have a game and hopefully watch Canada pull on an upset. I find it unlikely, though. But they are better. They beat the States, actually, in the CONCACAF Nations League. They beat the States. I forgot about that. But yeah, and it's crazy. They don't play much. They do not play much, and it's ridiculous. Every time there's a friendly and international break, Canada should be playing, and they should be gathering their entire squad together, and they don't. Which is something, I don't know. It's some of the reason, like I said, I don't follow them as in-depthly. 38 minutes in, man, and we've had a lot of the ball. We've been the better side, had a few looks, but all in all, we're not taking our chances. There's nothing really wrong with the way that Jude took on that chance. It was a good hit. He hit it first time. Could have maybe picked the corner a little bit better. But it was an excellent save. Hertha is on the break here. That's a good block. Good block by Schultz. Looks like he might have hurt himself. But yeah, guys, we're at 47 likes. If you want me to wake up at 6 in the morning and live stream the Champions League draw, we need to get to 50 likes in the next minute. And if we do, I promise you guys I will wake up and do it. It's 6 in the morning. It's early. I like to sleep in. I like my beauty sleep. But yeah, Jimmy, thanks again for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. Anyone who's donated on the channel means a lot. You don't have to, like I always say. It's a good challenge by Mariah. But it helps us immensely. Bayern fan is here. Says, hello, Josh. Hello, my man. How are you doing today? I'm assuming you watched Bayern have a relatively comfortable victory. Here's a shot from distance. Well blocked. I think Royce has been pretty lively today. What do you guys think? I really like some of the runs he's had. That's a poor ball, though, as I say that. What are your thoughts on Jonathan David? I really like him. I really like Jonathan David, man. I really like him because he is the only, in my opinion, other real Canadian that's got a chance at playing top 5 football around the world. I think that he had an awful start to his little career. If you guys didn't know, he didn't score in his first 10 games. And now he's scored 10 goals in the season. So, in all honesty, man, like
Imagine Canada versus
it's
USA.
fantastic the way he's found a little bit of consistency. He's dynamic. He's quick. He's definitely a talent for sure. So he'll be our striker for the national team for many, many years alongside Davies, which is cool. Having that much talent in between two players gives the rest of the team kind of something to build around. How many likes do you want? Oh, we killed it. You guys did fantastic. So I will get up. I will get my butt out of bed at 6 in the morning and do the live stream. You guys were already at 55 or something, so I wanted 50 and I wanted to get there within a minute, and you guys killed that. They should definitely already have one in the back of the net, almost 40 minutes.
Honestly,
yeah,
the
man,
USA aren't really that
they
good.
had 2 glorious chances, man. They have to take them. You have to take them when you get in a position like that. It was a beautiful, beautiful little cutback for Jude. It was a really nice save. There's nothing more to say about that. But Roy should have had one earlier, and again, it was tough. But Jimmy with another donation, man. I really appreciate it, guy. You don't need to donate every single time if you want to ask questions. But again, like I said, I really appreciate the fact that you do. It does really help our channel here. You have a lot. Oh, look at Royce. Take a look. Oh, wrong side, my man. But yeah, you guys are killing it. You guys are. Oh, nice ball. Nice ball. Royce, find it. No. That was a huge opportunity. He's sniffing for one, man. I think Royce has been the best player on the pitch so far. But yeah, anyways, you guys are killing it. You guys are so amazing with the growth of this channel. We're getting close to 2K. So if you're new around here, drop a sub. I want to get there today. It'd be very crazy. But Jimmy says, honestly, the U.S. aren't really that good. They haven't proved themselves. Whew. Gotta be careful you say that around tactical manager. No, but I mean, it's hard when you start so far behind the curve, and I know that because like I followed soccer all my life. soccer, football, you know what I mean. I've followed it all my life. And to see where the Canadian national team was, for example, when I first started, was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. They were nowhere to be found. And they were able to pretty much turn it around a bit and actually be competitive worldwide. They got some huge players, and the fact that Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, they've progressed up this curve. But like again, the rest of the team is so far behind. It's hard to see them making a real push, for example, for competing even in a World Cup. The States, however, have been relatively okay for a while. They've had their looks. They've made it to the World Cup multiple times, obviously. Oh, that's a nice little ball. Easily flicked over. But all in all, like, it's hard to know if they're going to compete for a Champions League, or sorry, for a World Cup or something like that. But they are going in the right direction. The Americans are doing wonderful things. They are getting talent all over the world. They have a lot of people in that population. So hopefully they're able to find good athletes from around the world. And I mean, following Filippo's channel, I see where a lot of them are playing. They're spread over all across the world. But they are lacking some things, in my opinion. I'm not a critic. I don't watch them a whole lot. But looking at that team, it's a pretty well-rounded team. They got talents in a lot of different positions. I'm not convinced by Joshua Sargent. I'm not convinced by their strikers. I think that's got to be something that they pick up. They need to find a striker. Maybe Timothy Weah can turn into a real goal scorer. I think that they'll need that. But they're getting there, man. They have these players playing in top leagues around the world. And that's where Canada's behind them a little bit. We have two. That's an excellent little touch. But we'll see. We'll see what they can do. We hope that we can. We have some players like Scott Arnfield is playing, for example, in a very good Rangers team. Captain of that team. Captain of I don't know if he's captain of that team. I think he's one of the alternates. But we have Atiba Hutchinson and Kyle Larin, who's top of the Turkish league. Like there are some good Canadians across the world. I'm not saying that there aren't. But yeah, someone asked me hits versus Berkey. I say hits for the rest of the season until we sign our new keeper. I'd rather have Hertha's keeper's playing fantastic, man. Absolutely. I mean, we have Reyna, McKennie, Dest. Yeah, and it's cool. Some Americans are playing for some of the best teams in the world. Weston McKennie's having a phenomenal season at Juve. Huge steal for them. Dest is playing for Barcelona. Pulisic is playing for Chelsea. It's amazing. But there's our first half, guys, and that was a relatively hard little 45 minutes to watch. The only positive thing is that my head doesn't hurt anymore. Royce has been the best player on the pitch, in my opinion, but the finishing has just been really, really poor. But yeah, the growth of really football in this country as well as the States is incredible. States are moving a lot quicker than we are, and I'm gonna be interested to see how they do against each other in the CONCACAF as well as World Cup qualifying. Dwayne De Rosario, Adam, what a vet. I think De Rosario is the Canadian player with the most goals, while Julian de Guzman was the player with the most caps for Team Canada. Josh, who do you think Dortmund will get in the Champions League quarterfinal? I don't know, man. I have a strong feeling it's going to be Liverpool. I don't know why. I do. I have a feeling it's going to be Liverpool. U.S. have some great names, though. Pulisic, Dest, McKennie. Oh, yeah. No, the States are doing fantastic. They're doing some incredible things, making the growth of the sport in the country is actually relatively well. The MLS is booming. Their players are playing all around across the world. Juve, Chelsea, Juventus. That's incredible, man. Swap Bouna Sarr and Thomas Meunier. How about we release them both? That's harsh, but serious. Dortmund signed Bouna Sarr. No. I don't know where Sarr's going to go, but it's not going to be in the Bundesliga. I can tell you that much. We must sell Sarr for 15, 20. You can sell Sarr for a hot dog. Royce has been active today, but he's had some issues too. This first half has been quiet, man. We need to find the back of the net. Haaland's been very quiet. kind of annoying just because we know how it is. But when it comes to the second half, hopefully we can get a couple looks. Everyone's saying boring first half. It was, man. It absolutely was. Pulisic has not played well, in my opinion, for Chelsea. I thought he had an excellent first season, man. Excellent first season. But this season, he hasn't been able to really get a run of games. Injuries didn't help. Pulisic should join Dortmund. I don't think that we would target him. I think, if anything, man, Pulisic has more of an opportunity to go to Bayern if they do a Koeman and Pulisic swap deal. I agree, Josh. The U.S. doesn't have a clinical striker. That's like I like their center backs. I like their wingers, their central attacking midfielder, their defensive midfielders. I'm assuming gonna play in a 4-2-3-1. They need to find a clinical striker, and I think they can do some damage. What do you think about Sula at right back? I didn't like him at right back. I made fun of him a lot, but I mean, he kind of proved me wrong. He did some pretty good things, but he's just a very unorthodox looking right back. But we did gain another channel member, so big shout out to Matty D, who became a member here on the channel, the Rising Star, Gio Reyna. So thank you guys so much. We had a couple members, couple of you guys showing support that way, getting some cool little emojis and perks like that. So big shout out to Matty D for the member, my man. I really appreciate it. You good looking guy, you. I feel like we will get Chelsea. Chelsea, Liverpool, Porto, I'd be happy with any. As soon as Bunasar walked the pitch, was conceded, literally. Watch us get City. That's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see City. I have a feeling we'll get Chelsea or Porto. You're talking about Bayern, and maybe. Hopefully you'll get someone more. Hopefully you guys will get City. Can have a real battle in the quarterfinals. Would you like to have Diaby from Leverkusen? I like Diaby. Like, he's a good winger. I don't know. I haven't really decided if he's someone I want to have or not. I've been mostly looking at Donny Mullen, as you guys definitely know by now. But, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really want to take anyone else from Leverkusen, from Gladbach. I just kind of want to see us go and find some talent elsewhere. Maybe in the Liga NOS, in the Dutch league. Wherever. I just don't want to keep taking players like Hazards, the Brandts from other teams. I don't know. I just don't really want to. That's just my opinion. So no, I guess I wouldn't want Diaby. Hear me out. Reyna at striker for the U.S. men's national team. You could maybe play like a false 9 if they decide to play a 4-3-3. He may have a good little look there. He's a tall guy. He can maybe do the job. Dortmund needs Peter Bosz. No, we don't. No, we don't. Royce needs to get his shooting back. I agree, my man. Brand has been lively today. I like it, but we really need to crack up our shooting notches. Yeah, Dahoud needs to get up the pitch a little bit higher, but I think Dahoud's very worried about committing himself forward because, I mean, without Delaney back there, they don't really have